So UCEDC, I came across Ellen McHenry probably 4 months before I actually acquired LM Foods to figure out the 504 loan. And it was the basic things of putting together a loan package. It's due diligence, it's financials, it's my background personally. And we went through that process together as partners up until the point when we closed on the business, which was April 17th of 2014. So my view of the UCEDC at the time was a general lending partner, very important to the process, and it wouldn't be possible for me to acquire a business without partners like the UCEDC. But my view of the UCEDC changed pretty quickly. It wasn't more than 4 to 6 weeks after I bought the business that Ellen came to me and she basically said, "Hey, there's other stuff available through the UCEDC." So I said, like any good business person, "All right, tell me more." And she said, "You mentioned that you have a predominantly Hispanic workforce, that English is a very distant second language. How would you feel about training grants to do English as a second language classes?" So I said, "Tell me more about that." And there was challenges. We had to put 10 people in a room. We had to figure out how to conduct classes. You have to have high participation rate. But I was going to give it a shot. So long story short, we had about an 80% sign up rate for the English as a second language classes. We did a 20-week program, and we trained about 30 people on two different shifts, 4 hours a week for 20 weeks. So that's huge. And when you start thinking about buying a business and investing in people, and then I start thinking about how was I able to pull that off, I wouldn't be able to pull that off without partners. Now, it was a lending institution, or that was my view of it. But now I just put 30 people through 40 hours of training because of a so-called lending institution, nonprofit organization, bringing other resources to the table. So that was one example where the UCEDC far exceeded my expectations and my own personal view of what their role in a business acquisition was. Then there was a second piece, so it didn't stop there. There was a government contracting program and service within the UCEDC where we sat down and we started getting exposure to this segment of business called the government, where there's billions of dollars spent, and now LM Foods can play a role in trying to figure out how to compete and gain access to government contracts. Those are two big things. Those are relevant. When you start talking about securing incremental business and then investing in people, and I start thinking about how do we put all that together, UCEDC is top of the list in terms of helping us realize those opportunities.